Breaking on Republic TV, Manohar Parrikar is no more now. He's
Yes,
Savio, that's what we are getting
that's
to hear. Goa
that's
Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar's sad demise. He's no more. Remember, he's been keeping critically unwell. The Goa CMO latest official communication stated that his health condition is extremely critical, and definitely it's a big blow to the party, considering the body of work, the political body of work Manohar Parrikar leaves behind him. Savio, your quick thoughts, please.
it's very unfortunate that someone as wonderful, as integral, as honest, as committed as Mr. Parrikar has actually left us, and it really hurts me and many people in Goa that somebody of his stature could actually leave us at a time when Goa needed a leader like
Yeah.
him, and India needed a leader like him. And it's very unfortunate that people in Goa, some of them, at this dying hours of his, choose to curse him and criticize him and forget the good work that this man has done for the state. And it's very unfortunate. But people of India love him and people of Goa love him. And that's how we should remember him, not for the days that he suffered, but for the glory that he brought to Goa. And that's what we should remember him for.
Savio, stay with us. It's a big body blow to the party, but a prolific political career that Mr. Parrikar has left behind him, not only in the capacity of the defense minister. He held on to that responsibility till his last, and that is very, very crucial to note here. Savio, more about how crucial loss this could be and what Manohar Parrikar as a leader, as tallest figure for the Bharatiya Janata Party in Goa is considered.
You see, without Manohar Parrikar, the politics in Goa will continue to get murkier. Mr. Parrikar was probably the only sensible and a man with integrity that kept everything together. That is the reason why the Alliance Party joined him in the first place, even though the Congress had the single largest party numbers. Number two is that BJP over the last so many years has not been able to use Mr. Parrikar to cultivate a second leader generation. So it's going to be a big blow to BJP in the coming days. But this will also give the younger leaders in BJP to now come forward and take on the mantle which Manohar Parrikar has left for all of us to actually make a difference. Mr. Parrikar's loss is not a Goa loss only. It is a loss of India, because a lot of people enter politics with a vision to probably make money out of it. Mr. Parrikar entered politics at a late stage in his career to give vision to Goa and to bring about a vision that Goa never saw before. And that is what people should remember him for, the struggle that he had and to the status that he came from. He was the only politician from Goa to become a defense minister, which was something, a very, very proud moment for a small state like Goa for that to happen. And today, when we have lost him, it is a loss for the state in a huge manner. And if you understand what this man has done over so many years, is to take a vision forward towards a better Goa. That's all this man has done. He's never worked for money. He has never worked for fame. He's just gone about doing his work, just like any politician who wants to do something for this country, just as any Indian who believes in this country does. And that is his hallmark, and that is what he should be remembered for.
He was also called as CM of Commons because of the kind of connect he shared with the people of Goa, considering that he
Do you know this man
Savio,
never,
a little bit
never,
more about his... Yes.
he never had security around him, even when he was the defense minister. I've seen people come up to him at restaurants. I've seen people come up to him at streets. He's had birthday greetings done at a time where no security was around. I've seen this man walk out of a SpiceJet aircraft into a normal bus like any common man and not be the defense minister of this country. So this man never had airs about himself. He was there to do a job. And Mr. Parrikar is a legend in terms of teaching people of India, if you want to be a politics, your vision has to be the state and the nation, not the glory that comes along with it, not the money that comes along with it, which some people choose to opt for politics for. He is a common man's politician. We had no airs about it.
Yes. Common man's politician and often regarded as the Chief Minister of Commons. And also, you shared your thoughts of him and his connect with the people of Goa. And as a defense minister, a bit more, the difference that he made. The difference that he made and continued to shoulder that responsibility despite his ailing health.
You see, when he was the defense minister and at a crucial time when India required a very firm, a very strong defense minister to set things right, Mr. Parrikar came in and did that job. But when it was required from him as a party member and somebody who belonged to the state of Goa to come back to Goa and set it right from whatever happened previously, he gave that up. So you need to understand that about the man. He didn't get to become a defense minister because he thought it was a great position to be in. He did it because that's what the nation wanted at that time. He did the same when the state wanted him back and the party said, okay, you need to go back. So there's no airs about this man. And that's the hallmark of this politician. Mr. Parrikar is an example of what politicians in India should be like. You know, he's done fabulously as far as the defense ministry is concerned. You talk to many people who have worked with him over there, the armed forces seniors who worked with him, and they'll all talk highly about him. You talk to people within the Goa government, the ministers that are around, they will tell you such a pleasure it is to work with him. Yes, he was a tough taskmaster. Yes, he had an arrogance a little bit about his intelligence, but then most intelligent people are that way. In the end, his heart was about the state and his heart was about the nation. And that is what matters in all this discussion about him.
He served as a Chief Minister, Savio, continued to talk to us from 2000 to 2005 and then again from 2012 to 2014. His stature as far as the state politics, as far as being the tallest figure for the BJP in Goa, I mean, that will leave a big void now.
Of course, undoubtedly. I mean, BJP has lost its biggest leader in Goa. It will be an arduous task for them to climb up over the next couple of months, including the Lok Sabha elections that's coming in a couple of weeks. So they have to within their own ranks find the next leader.
Yes.
Sorry, I lost you.
We're also getting, Savio, some more. Yes, Savio, continue talking to us. In the meantime, let's also share some news updates with our viewers. There's a condolence meet announcement. There's going to be a condolence meet to be held in Union Cabinet at 11 a.m. tomorrow for Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar, who is no more with us. And as we continue to stay with Savio, a little bit more about the life and times of Manohar Parrikar, a politician with a difference.
You know, I'll tell you one incident I personally had with him. And it really goes to show what a man this Mr. Parrikar is. You know, I had gone to meet him when he was the opposition leader. And it was during lunchtime. And I walked in because I wanted to get some quotes for him for a story that we were doing. And I walked into the opposition leader's cabin and I asked him, sir, can I come in? And I have a few questions. So he looks up to me and says, have you had lunch? I said, no, I haven't. He says, okay, how have you come? He says, come with my car. He said, okay, come, let's go for lunch. So we walked out and my car was there. Instead of sitting in the back seat, Mr. Parrikar enters into the front seat of the car. My driver at that point of time was completely shocked because he never expected Mr. Parrikar to enter into the car and sit. And we drive to a common restaurant in Pancham called the Goa Kinara, and we ordered food. And he says, you know, why are you so surprised with me sitting here with you and having food? You know, why does it seem so surprising to you? I said, because I haven't seen any politician do that before. He says, well, I'm a common man also, you know, Savio, and it's not only that I have to wear a hat of a politician. I also have to eat. So that's the reason why we are here. So let's enjoy the food and we can talk over food. Then, of course, we had our discussion and then he sat back in the car and I drove him back to the secretariat. That's Mr. Parrikar. No airs. Can you imagine how simple that is? No security guard, nothing. And he's not done that only as an opposition leader, he's done that as a chief minister as well. He's gone into a restaurant, had bhaji pav at a restaurant where everybody else is sitting around him, and people are just at awe because this man is common. That's what you need to understand. He was never a politician. He was just somebody who wanted to do something good for the state and for India. That's really what he was.
Yes.
And that's what he is. There was
And
another time when I was at the airport, and he was the defense minister at that time. He took the spice jet flight. He came out of the flight. People were so excited to see him, and they wanted to click photographs with him. So in the bus of the spice jet bus going to the Delhi terminal, Mr. Parrikar was actually obliging them by taking photographs, allowing photographs. Now that's the kind of person that's common. He's connected. He has no heirs. He just walked out with a few of his PAs that were there, and that's it. I didn't see any security around as a defense minister of India. And today, some of the leaders that you have around have cavalcades of security around him, and this man as defense minister didn't bother because he knew nobody would do anything to him. And that's the beauty of this man. And today, Goa has actually lost the icon that Goa was looking for a very long time, somebody to take it forward. It had years and years of neglect.